Okay, on this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can link all of your courses into one main course. So this week we had all of our subjects imported. We had our reading, science, social studies, all of those subjects imported. And so now we want our students to be able to find them with just one main course. So what I'm going to show you today is going to help you and your students streamline that process. So the first thing you're going to do is just go to one of those subjects. So I'm just going to take reading, for example, and I'm just going to go into my reading course. Once I'm in my reading course, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to take this link and I'm going to copy it. Control C or right click copy. Either way. Then I'm going to go back to my dashboard. You can either click on dashboard or you can click on the Nevada. And then you're going to go to the main course that you want it to link to. So I have this workroom right here that I've been working on. This is where I'm going to send my students, and this is where they are going to have all of their courses combined. And so I'm going to have buttons linked directly to the other courses. So if I go into this workroom, this is the workroom that I'm going to send my students to. This is where everything's going to be, including all of those subjects. And I'm going to end up changing this because, of course, we don't have a phonics course, so that'll probably be language. We have reading, we have math, we have writing, and I'll split this into science on its own, social studies on its own, health on its own. I'll also have to add I think there's one other, speaking and listening. So I'll have to add a speaking and listening as well. So I copied my reading course already from the course that CCSD has uploaded. So now I'm going to go into my editing. And remember, when you're editing, you can click on these little dots and drag it down. And that will make your screen, your little box a little bit bigger. And you can see more. So I grabbed my reading course link. So I'm going to click on reading. And right there, when I click on reading, I get image options and I get link options. Now, one thing I'm going to say, well, first, we're going to go into link options. I have one note to say. Right now, I have links to a module, and I'm actually going to delete that, and I'm actually going to Control V or right-click paste, and this is going to take me into that course for reading, and I'm going to press done. Now, before I go anywhere else, I'm going to click back on that, and I want you to take a look at the image options. The image options is very important, especially for the younger students, because you have this alt text option when you're in image options. This is what is read aloud to students when they have that the screen reading on. So make sure that you have that on there. So you can put, I have reading button on there, so I can put reading course because it's linking directly to my reading course. So I'm going to need, so when my students want that read to them, it'll say reading course. I don't want it as a decorative image. That takes away all of my links, all of my everything. I want it embedded, so I'm going to leave that option. And I'm going to leave the size alone because I made it that size on purpose. That's the way I made it in Google Slides, and that's the way I imported it. So I'm going to leave the rest of this alone. But make sure you change this alt text because it's going to automatically default to whatever you named the item when you uploaded it. These are those buttons that I referred to in a previous tutorial. Okay, so then I'm going to press done. Now, I'm going to make sure I save it. So now when I have my reading linked, my reading course linked, I can go back to my home. And this is where I have the option to go to Student View. in student view, I will now show you that when I click on that reading button, it will now take me directly to my reading course. So right here, you see reading 1 Phelps. So that shows you that now my students are taken directly to my reading course. Now I've already done it to my writing course as well. So I'm going to show you that as well. So it's not just once. So click on writing. It takes me directly to my writing course. And I haven't set a home page here, but that's okay, because if I have a home page set on my main workroom, and of course I'm going to rename this so that it doesn't say workroom, but if I have a homepage set here and I'm just referring students to these pages, I can just leave this homepage as a module, so then that way they have all of the content that they need right there. So I might go back and change my reading one so that it only shows the modules on the home page, because I already have this on my main page. So it is up to you how you want to do that. But that is how you can link your other courses to one main course. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions.